Well, they finally did it. Yeah, that's right, you read the title of the video correctly. Naughty Dog has officially decided to stop development on The Last of Us multiplayer. Or, I guess in this case, they were officially calling it The Last of Us Online. I'm too pissed off to tell you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, even though I just did. But seriously, this news is massively heartbreaking. I absolutely loved The Last of Us multiplayer that came with the original game on the PlayStation 3 and also the remastered version in the PlayStation 4, which strangely it was missing from the PS5 remake release. I wonder why. I remember I used to stay up for hours playing that game mode. I mean, that just shows how much Naughty Dog has changed. I mean, I didn't even know that there was a multiplayer for The Last of Us until I was messing around in the menu trying to see if there was maybe, just maybe, some sort of alternative ending to the game. And maybe I just had gotten the bad ending. I don't even know what to say about this. I am just so upset at this. By the way, this news comes from Naughty Dog's website, actually, where they posted this on their official blog. And basically they tell us that their ambitions for The Last of Us Online were way too high, to the point where they didn't want to make their whole company revolve around a live service model. So instead, they just decided to scrap it and focus more on single player experiences like they always have. I do admit I am a little bit torn on their decision here, because on one hand, I do see where they're coming from. Obviously, it would be pretty hard to make it a live service model where you had to come up with new content, new skins, new weapons, new and interesting locations, maybe new infected, and of course an overarching story. And instead just stick to your roots and what you're comfortable with single player stories. Although, judging by the reception of The Last of Us Part 2, I really don't know about that anymore. Don't get me wrong, it was an interesting story, and it was fun to play through. Actually, extremely fun to play through. The gameplay was actually the best part of the entire experience. It's still one of the funnest games I've played. And I will be buying the remastered version for the PS5 very soon. Mostly because I'm really interested in that roguelite style. And with it only being $10 since I bought the original copy, I'd say it's a pretty good deal. So keep your eyes out for that review. Anyways, that being said, while I can respect their point of just strictly sticking to single-player games, I will have to also chastise them for not being at least a little bit more ambitious and putting themselves outside of their comfort zone. Because, I mean, is it just me, or is it that The Last of Us just seems to be tailor-made for the Battle Royale genre? I mean, back in 2016, if you would have told me that this would still be going strong in 2023, going into 2024, I would tell you you were crazier than a fish with titties. Gaming trends rarely ever survive that long. But that being said, just think about how perfect it would be in The Last of Us universe. You could have the cordyceps virus, the spores closing in on your location, as the main motivating factor to get you closer and closer to the enemies. You could have group co-op missions or something like that, where you have to go deep behind cordyceps territory to find, I don't know, something. Or even battle the Rat King, or even just have a wave hold off mode with your boys. Or maybe they could have brought back the Rattler crew. That biker crew at the very end of The Last of Us Part 2 that I actually thought was a pretty badass crew. And they should have actually been the main focus of the entire game. I'm still pissed that they killed Fat Geralt.
I really miss my wigger.
Well, at least he got a good punch in before he biffed it. But yeah, imagine how amazing that mode could have been. I mean, I don't think that The Last of Us Part 2 was the greatest story, but trust me, it was far from insert modern COD campaign here. I mean, am I right? But all joking aside, this is really just very disappointing news for me, because I was really looking forward to playing a multiplayer version of The Last of Us. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this whole debacle. Do you think it's good that Naughty Dog is kind of sticking to its roots? Or do you think they shouldn't have teased the community so much? With that, I'm Mr. Let's Game. I hope you have a great day. Peace.